Just Walk Bionics was opened by Justin Smith, a paraplegic, to provide the opportunity for those with spinal cord injuries and paralysis to walk again using exoskeleton suits.
Well, Just Walk is born out of my circumstances that I found myself in 9.5 years ago when I was shot in a hijacking, which left me a C6 quadriplegic. In the beginning, I was only had feeling and movement, nothing below my shoulders. So it was a long journey of rehab, which took me halfway around the world to California, where I spent 9 months. That then brought me back to South Africa. And then EXO came onto the scenes, and we saw a demonstration of the exoskeleton. And with that, we decided to open up a centre because this was something that was not only going to benefit me, but it would benefit a lot of other people.
Justin's journey towards mobility had its ups and downs, and opening the Just Walk Centre has fulfilled his goal to help others in similar situations as his.
The first time I experienced walking in the EXO was in November 2012 when when Exo Bionics came and did a demonstration of the unit in South Africa. And it was unreal, to be able to stand up vertically again and experience those first steps that will basically for me is going to have that repetition to help me improve my walking pattern and retrain it to be more efficient, and then by being more efficient I can walk for longer periods of time. For other patients that don't have the ability to walk, it's going to be huge for them to be able to take those steps that they were told that they would never ever take again.
Shaul Kashula is the co-founder of Just Walk Bionics as well as a biokineticist. With a special interest in neurological rehabilitation, Shaul helps patients walk with assistance from the exosuit.
It's a battery-operated machine, so it's got 2 batteries, one here and one there, and 4 motors. It's also in the backpack here. It's got 15 sensors, so that's just for safety precautions. It measures how you're standing, where your positioning is. So then initially you start someone up, you strap them in across their shoulders, this comes around their torso, and then their legs get strapped in here and there, and around their shins as well. And then we work on a remote control initially to get them to stand up, starting off with a normal Zimmer frame, and if they progress quite well, you get them into crutches.
The exosuit uses 3 different modes, so the user's ability advances with help from the suit's technology, going from external control to being in full control.
Once we've got them standing up via the remote control, the only thing the patient needs to concentrate on is literally just shifting the weight. If you're going to take a right step, you're going to shift your weight to the left, then we'll press a button once you've stacked the leg. So that is with your ankle, knee and hip all in one line. Once that is achieved, we'll press the button, the exo will then take over and take a right step. Once the individual is perfect in terms of doing that, we then progress to what we call pro step, where the machine with those 15 sensors can then figure out in what parameters we've set in before. If they've set those or breached those parameters, then they will then take the step itself via the machine.
Potential candidates must be screened and cleared as medically appropriate by a physician in order to make use of the exosuit. Once in, their first experience is quite exhilarating.
My first experience with the exosystem, I was very anxious. I thought I was going to fall, but obviously because the machine is quite secured, and I think the excellent staff has actually assisted me to keep my balance, and I managed to move quite a number of steps. So it was quite exciting, even though I was anxious initially.
Atish Lala is another of Just Walk's success stories. He's enjoying learning to be mobile again, and the suit has given him a sense of freedom he was striving for.
Being able to use the suit for the first time was a phenomenal experience. The emotions running through my mind was elation, jubilation. I was totally over the moon. You must know it was the first steps taken after 9 years. So it was kind of like a miracle, so to speak. But it was hard to express the emotions, not only with me, but my family, everybody around me, my friends. So it was a huge day. It was a goal, another goal reached. And yeah, I'm just hoping to move forward to the ultimate goal of walking.
Accessibility to innovations like these makes a huge difference to spinal injury victims. But what does the future hold for those who want to be able to walk again?
Well, the future for EXO is that one day one will have the choice between either an exoskeleton or a wheelchair. To be able to tell somebody that, well, you're going to be able to maybe walk around a shopping centre or walk down the road with your partner or your wife next to you. The future of EXO, with their personal units becoming released in 2015, will open those doors, and so we're living in some exciting times and a lot of hope for people that were told that there was no hope.